Hey guys, welcome back. Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. Barbecue's the way you like, folks, you know that? I got bad lighting today, forgive me on that. Getting everybody moved out to the barbecue shack. But for today's turkey video, we're going to do this butterball. Premium young turkey. It was raised without hormones and steroids. Even though I work for Genio Turkey Company, we're going to do a butterball. Now the butterball is a classic of mostly all family. Everyone does the butterball. It's all natural. I'm not being sponsored by Butterball, of course, but alright, this has been brined already from the Butterball people. It has, normally they go by 8%, but all they can do by law, they can only go 8% brine, because any more than 8%, you're adding weight to the turkey, and weight means money to these people. Alright. If you want to wet brine this, you can bring that up to 18% moisture. A turkey will only take 18%. I know this because I work for the turkey company. Alright. Got time, wet brine, an already brined turkey. You'll bring that up from 8.8% to 18%. Alright. We're going to put this on the Weber Rotisserie. I found me a Weber Performer Deluxe on the side of the road. And I figured, hey, let's be a good cook on that before I tear it apart and restore it. We're going to not wet brine this. We are not going to dry brine this. Dry brining an already brined turkey actually makes no sense to me, because all you're doing is bringing up the brine from the turkey to mix up with your salt. And you're adding a little flavor maybe, but you're not adding any more moisture to it. Alright? So if you're going to dry brine a turkey, find one that's natural and then dry brine it. Alright? We're just going to inject this today with some butter and a little bit of chicken broth. Alright, we're going to shoot it up with some butter, chicken broth, garlic. And we're going to dry the outside off really good. We're going to put it on a rotisserie, and we're just going to let her go with some charcoal and applewood chunk. Alright, I'll get this out of the bag. We'll stuff it with some onions and apple. I'll tie it all together so it don't fly all apart when it's turning around. Remember, on a rotisserie, they're rated for 20 pounds, but don't go more than 15. Trust me on this, folks. I burned out many motors doing 20-pound birds. And the good thing is, you don't want to do any bird over 20 pounds, because then it stays in that danger zone too long. The danger zone is 40 degrees to 140. Alright? If you're smoking it under 300 degrees. You're better off making 2 turkeys instead of one big one to keep it out of that danger zone. Alright, and we'll take this up to a safe temperature. This is, how many pounds does this bad boy weigh? This is about a 14 pounder, which is perfect size for that rotisserie. Alright, enough chatting. Let's get this bad boy out of the package. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all tied up and everything, and we'll go to the injection part. Be right back, folks. Alright folks, there it is. I got it all tied up. There. With the butcher twine. I got the inside stuffed with some apples and onions. Now what you want to do, might take a whole roll of paper towels, but you really want to get this dried up really good. Try to get this as dry as you can, folks. Even if it takes you a whole roll of paper towel. Dry it up. I got this big old restaurant style pan back from the catering days. Yeah. Alright folks, we got that pretty dry inside and out. Got it all tied up so the wings don't go flopping everywhere. Now if you don't have any butcher twine to tie it up, just cut the wings off and use the back fat skin thing to tie the drumsticks up. Turkeys always have that little tail flap. You can leave that on there. Alright, now we got the outside all dry. We're going to hit it with a little duck fat. All the way around, folks. Top and bottom. This will help crispy up the skin and help the shake. Today we're going to be Uncle Steve's competition bird shake. Yeah. As always, I'll leave a link down to Uncle Steve's product. You tell Uncle Steve that Scotty sent you in there and order something. He'll add a little extra to your package, folks. Uncle Steve is really good at that. I don't know any other rub company that'll throw in a little extra for you. Always paint your nice little guys, folks. This bird shake is amazing on chicken. Well, on birds. Alright. There we go. That looks pretty good. Make sure you get it well covered. Front, back, bottom. Now we're going to come back and we're going to inject this with that butter. In fact, this is so good, I will send you a bottle free on me. Alright. Just comment down below. Hashtag Uncle Steve. And I will pick a winner and send one lucky winner a bottle of competition bird shake for you to try. And I want you to go try it, and if you like it, tell your friends about it. Go to Uncle Steve's and order some, and tell them Scotty's Backyard Barbecue sent you. Alright, folks? Alright. I am not being sponsored by Uncle Steve. Nope. In fact, I'm not being sponsored by nobody. Let me go get that butter and we'll inject that baby. Be right back. Alright, folks, we're back. I got the melted butter. I'll have the full ingredient list down below how to make this butter. It's unsalted butter, onion powder, garlic powder, chicken broth. Alright, I'll have all the measurements down below and to show me. What we're going to do is suck that up. Then we're going to inject the breast. You want to use a needle with a whole bunch of holes on the side, because turkey does have a grain, and this will spray it sideways into the grain. I know this because I work for the Jenny-O Turkey Company. Okay? Jenny-O. There's nothing about turkey I don't know about, folks. You want to push this in nice and slow. Don't spray it fast right away. And then pull out as you're going. Now it's plumping up. Not shooting out everywhere in your face. Oh, maybe I was wrong there. It shot out my face. Gotta watch that pull out, folks. Alright. We're gonna do this breast. Nice and slow. See how it's bumping up? So raising it right up. Watch your pull out, folks. There we go. Do it one more time into those legs. You want to go in the back part, so you don't want a bunch of needle holes in your legs there, folks. See how that's clumping up? Alright, we'll put this a little bit of an angle so we get to it. Alright, same way with this leg. Whoop, I hit the button. There we go, plumping right up. Don't forget those thighs, folks. It's going to be an amazing, juicy, flavorful turkey, folks. There it is. Now the leftover butter, we're going to use that to baste. After about 2 hours, we're going to start basting it with that butter. Alright, folks? You'll see how it goes. Now I'm going to go out and get the rotisserie. I'm going to put this all together. And I'll meet you out at the Weber Performer. Be all fired up, ready to go. Alright? See you outside, folks. Alright, guys. New camera angle. I'm going to use these baskets out of the Weber. I want 2 full baskets, so make a good measuring device. Fill them up with your favorite charcoal. Whatever you choose to use. Today I am using Blue Hog World Champion Charcoal Briquette. It was on sale at my local Ace Hardware. I figured what the heck, I give it a try. I've never used Blue Hog competition. What the heck? $10 a bag. I give it a try. I'm a Kingsford man myself, but that's about what you want. Right there. Fill this up twice. Dump it in your charcoal starter. Fire it up. That way you can dump half in there. You get a pretty even Main thing about rotisserie turkey, you don't want to get it too hot or the outside will get all charred before the inside gets cooked. So you don't want to run it over 300, maybe 325 at the most. Try not to get over 350 if possible. Alright, something like that. We'll dump that in there. And then we'll light that. And I'll bring you over the brew house. There you go. Let me swing you around here, folks. Oh, I'll show you what I'm doing in here. Out in the garage today, folks. The Weber I picked up on the side of the road. Alright, we got a pan full of water, the gizzards in there. Gonna try and make a smoked turkey gravy. I got the pans offset. The turkey will run right here in the middle. I'll light it, I'll dump that in there, dump that in there. I'm gonna shut these vents to the bottom. About a quarter of the way open. That little sweeper, if I can see here. Move that out of the way. I'll do it now. About a quarter of a way. And we'll adjust on the fly. Alright, there we go, folks. I'll light this up. We'll be right back. Alright, folks, the charcoal's about ready. Carefully dump that in, folks. I'll get about half in that one. So much for my turkey gravy. Got a bunch of ash in my water. I should have waited on that, folks. Alright, I'll filter it out. Alright, so spread these around a little bit. Got a couple left in here, folks. Down in that corner. There we go. Got it. There it is, folks. Now we're going to do some applewood. A couple chunks of applewood. You don't want to over smoke your turkey. Turkey's like a sponge, folks. I see a lot of people on YouTube using way too much wood on a turkey. But it's your bird. You do what you want. Now we're going to try to get this bad boy in there. Careful not to burn yourself, folks. It is a little warm. It's a heavy bird. That's why you don't want to go more than 15 pounds. You might have to adjust this a little bit. Alright there. Alright, let's turn this bad boy on and see how we do. Find the button. Where's the button, folks? There it is. We are off and running. Yeah, that don't look too bad. I could probably move it down a little bit, but I don't want to burn my arm off. Let's see what we can do here. Ah. Let's get that lid back on. Let's put a temperature gauge in here, folks. I don't always trust the lid gauge. We got it going this way, same way as the bird. Alright, we won't check on this thing. Maybe we want to keep temperature at 300, 325, no higher, no lower. Adjust your vents as accordingly, folks. We'll be back in 2 hours. Alright, guys. Whoa, look at that baby. I might put the lid here. Anyway, it's time to start basting this thing. You gotta be quick. You don't want that lid off very long. With that garlic, butter, and chicken broth basting stuff. Whoa, look at that. Now that's what a turkey's supposed to look like, folks. We're almost 2 hours in. We don't want to rub all the spices off. We're just going to let this go. Like that. Everything looks good. Yeah, we'll get that lid back on as quick as we can. There we go. I'll bring it all back when it's done. I might even cover that with some foil in a little bit when it gets to the color I like. We'll see how it goes. Whoa, look at that, folks. We're gonna baste this one last time. I don't want it to get much darker than this, folks. That's a beautiful looking smoked bird right there. It'll be very hard to get this off a pellet grill, folks. You really got to work at it. Alright. That looks pretty good. We're going to let this go probably another half hour, an hour. And then we're going to wrap it. I don't want to get much darker. And then we're going to bring it up to a safe temperature. 165 deep down in that thigh. Alright, we'll bring it right back, folks. Alright guys, here it is. The old rotisserie turkey. If you're looking for a different way to cook your turkey this year, folks, on Thanksgiving, try the rotisserie. It's always a blast watching that thing roll around on there. You get tired of the same old wet brine, dry brine, all that stuff. So next time, try the rotisserie. Remember, we inject it with that garlic butter. And I'll have that full ingredients list down below. We put some of that Uncle Steve shake on the outside. Bird shake. Let's see how we did, folks. Let's cut a little bit off of here. Whoa, look at the juice come out of that, folks. That's about as juicy a turkey as I ever seen one. Wow. Look at that, folks. That's just running out of there. Remember, whoa, man, that's good. Remember we started with that butterball? It's already been brined in the store with 8%. All we did was shoot it up with some of that garlic butter. It's a total cook time in this, folks, was about 3.5 hours. So it got to the safe temperature of 155 degrees. Look at that, folks. Beautiful. Oh, that's so juicy. And we need to talk about bird safety, folks. That's good. Make sure inside your thigh that it goes up to at least 160 deep down in and 155 in the breast. You don't want your Aunt Helen going home saying later on that you made her sick with a raw turkey. A lot of YouTubers don't talk about safe. Make sure your bird's not in that danger zone between 40 and 140 degrees for very long. Keep your bird cold at all times. Slap it in. If you're going to do a smoked turkey, if you're going to smoke it at 250, make sure you don't have a very big turkey. Keep it under, I'd say, about 15 pounds. You're better off doing 2 birds instead of 1 big one, because the big bird will be in that danger zone too long, folks. You want your guests to be safe. Alright, let's try some of this dark meat, folks. Oh, yeah. Try not to butcher it all up. I'm going to take this over to a family's house for the football game today. Look at that, man. That's great. Juicy. Look at that juice dripping off. Nice crunchy skin. There you have it, folks. A beautiful, juicy brine bird. Look at that juice just rolling out of there, folks. Alright, catch you on the next episode. Peace out.